Welcome to another video, Marketing Minute. I'm Eric Kalis, Chief Marketing Officer for Square 2 Marketing. You know, with all the attention given to social media and other forms of digital marketing, a lot of people are confused as to where their website lies as far as the entire integration of their marketing program. Well, let me give you a little history first. In stage one of website development, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, we had static websites. Websites that you could look at, not really interact with, maybe fill out a form. As high-speed internet came around and we had more opportunities to engage with people, the second stage is a dynamic website. Things you can read, comment on, watch a video, respond to a blog. And the third stage, which is coming, is going to be real-time, where you can actually see a live presentation through a company's website. Well, let's talk about the current stage we're in, the dynamic website. And I wanted to give you 9.5 tips for building a dynamic website at your company. Here's the first tip. I want you to narrow your focus. You can't be everything to everybody. If you can understand your target market directly and make sure that the website conversation, images, and action items all roll up to that specific target market that you want to do business with, it'll make it a little clearer for someone to engage with you. The second thing to remember is it's all about them, not about you. This is a strategy conversation. It's easy to talk about your kids, but it's hard to listen when I talk about my kids. It's the same thing in marketing. It's hard to talk about your target market and what pains and problems they have and address that in your website design. It's easy to talk about yourself, and that's why a lot of companies fall back on that. So really work hard to make it about them, the people that you want to write you checks, as opposed to about your company itself. Number 3, make it so simple that everybody gets it. A lot of people are confused by websites because of jargon or the fact that it's not clearly communicated, so they hit the back button and they're on their way out of town. Make sure that everybody understands exactly what you're messaging in, so your target market and even your unqualified people know that this isn't a place for them. Number 4, websites are the ultimate retail experience. Make sure you can tell your story in a wonderful, wonderful fashion that people can say, yes, this is the right place for me. As humans, we're wired to relay stories, so we want to make sure that stories are being told through your website, not features and benefits. Number 5, remember, love is a two-way street, which means that you want to be able to collect communication coming in as opposed to you talking out to your target market. Let people comment on a blog or post on social media right through your website so that you're facilitating a conversation, not your company is doing all the talking. 6, less is more. The simpler and cleaner your website is, the easier it'll be to understand. Remember, the purpose of this video is to tell you how to make your website dynamic and work with people. Well, if it's clean and simple, it'll lend itself to a very interesting user experience. Number 7, new content all the time. People are looking for fresh information. If it says on the bottom of your website, last updated 2003, how do you think that makes people feel about your website? Shoot for a goal of putting at least one new piece of content on your website every week, whether it be a press release, a new article, a video, something to let people know that you're constantly being a thought leader in your area. 8, conversions. We don't want 1 million people a week coming to your website. We want 1 million people coming to your website each week and 250 of them converting into sales opportunities. So make sure you have places where people can offer up their contact information via website downloads, webinar signups, free consultation, demos, tip sheets, anything you can offer in exchange for their information. Remember, you can't have a sale unless you start the conversation with a prospective client. Number 9, validation. I can tell you I'm the greatest marketing consultant in the world. But if that guy over there tells you, it's so much more valid because it comes from a third party. So make sure you sprinkle some video testimonials if possible, but nice quotes if not possible to get video all around your website so that you can have that third party validation validating your stories. And what's the half? Well, the half really isn't about making your website dynamic, but it is about tracking and testing. All these things I told you about today can be easily tracked, and you can test one version versus another to see which performs better. So that little half is tracking and testing, always working on your website to make it the most engaging and dynamic website you can. I hope I changed your thinking a little bit. For more information like this, don't forget to check out square2marketing.com, and we'll see you next week.